Fourth grade lesson 10.8 is problem solving shape patterns. Our essential question is, how can you use the strategy acted out to solve pattern problems? Let's unlock the problem. You can find pattern in fabric, in pottery, on rugs, and wall coverings. You can see patterns in shape, size, position, color, or number of figures. Sophia will use the pattern below to make a wallpaper border. What might be the next three figures in the pattern? So let's take a look at this pattern, and then we will use the graphic organizer below to solve the problem. So I see this red with a green triangle, then I see this red trapezoid with three green triangles, then I see red trapezoid with a green triangle, and then I see a red trapezoid with three green triangles. What do I need to find? I need to find the next three figures in the pattern. What information do I need to use? I need to use the current pattern that she has going on. So I need to use the pattern that she has to figure out the rest of her pattern. I could use pattern blocks if I had them available to model the pattern and then act out the problem. So to model it out, we could use a trapezoid and a triangle to model the first figure in the pattern. Then for the next one, we would use a trapezoid and three triangles, 1, 2, 3 triangles flipped over to model the second part. I continued to model the pattern by repeating the models of the first two figures. These are the next figures in the pattern. So we had trapezoid, triangle, trapezoid, three triangle, trapezoid, triangle, trapezoid, three triangle. So our next ones are going to be trapezoid, triangle, trapezoid, three triangle, trapezoid, triangle, and if they wanted four, it would be trapezoid, three triangle. Let's look at this pattern. They want us to draw what might be the next figure in the pattern. Well, first I need to try and see what the pattern is. And here's the figure in sequence 1. There's just one ball there. Sequence 2, it's a 2 by 2 circle set. So it's 2 up and 2 over, making a total of 4. And the third one looks like it's 3 up and 3 over. And it's all filled in, so it's 3 as a square. The next one is 4 by 4 as a square. So it looks like this is telling us the side length, but it's a square, so it's all the side lengths. 1, 2 side, 2 per side, 3 per side, 4 per side. So I'm guessing this one must be 5 per side. So there's my drawing of that. 5 on this side, it's a square, so 5 on that side too, and all filled in 5, 5, 5, 5. How can you describe the pattern? It's a square with a side length of 5 circles. I would describe the pattern as a square with a side length of 5 circles. So that's how you do that. Just look at the pattern, what's happening, and then make a logical guess about what would come next based on the information you have. I guess I was supposed to use this part. What do I need to find? The next figure in the pattern. What information do I need to use? The pattern that it's the sequence of the pattern up to that point, and how I'll use that information. I'll recognize the change in each sequence. So there's that. The next figure in the pattern is what I need to find. The sequence up to that point is what the information that I'll use, and how will I use information? I'll have it help show me what is next. Then I solved the problem by just noticing the side lengths, noticing side length. And they want me to use the figures to write a number pattern and then describe the pattern in the numbers. We have a one side times one side is 1. Then we had a 2 side by 2 side, 2 length times 2 width. That gives me an area of 4. That's why I ended up with 4 here. Then we had a 3 length times a 3 width. That gave me an area of 9. Nice review of area. 4 length times 4 width. That gave me an area of 16. And then we ended up with a 5 length times a 5 width, which gave me an area of 25. That's how I would describe it, and also sneak in a little review on area. So if that's the case, what would the 10th number in my pattern be? Well, each of these is the side length, so I would have a 10 length times a 10 width for a total of 100 circles. 10 length, 10 width, 100 circles. Let's look at the share and show. Remember from the unlock the problem, they said you could use the problem solving math board if you need to, if you feel like that helps you. You can underline important facts and choose a strategy that you know on how to tackle this. Marisol is making a pattern with blocks. What might the missing shape be? First, we'll look at the blocks. Shape number 1 in the sequence is this triangle. That number 2 sequence is what I'm trying to find out. Number 3 sequence is this pentagon. 4 sequence, okay, actually, if I look at this, I am seeing that the amount of sides increases. They've more sides, more sides, more sides. So this is a 3-sided figure. We skipped this one. This one is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-sided figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-sided figure. So if this is 3, 5, 6, 7 sides, then the one that's missing must be some sort of a 4-sided figure. It could be a square, it could be maybe a rhombus, it could be a parallelogram, rectangle. As long as it's 4-sided. Oh, wait a minute. No, maybe not, because it looks like these are all equilateral. All the sides are equal. So a square would have to be, it's a regular shape, same side angles and same side length. So the next item should be a square because they are increasing in side lengths. Increasing side lengths. Finally, draw the missing shape. It's going to be a square. Use the shapes to write a number pattern and then describe the pattern in the numbers. Okay, well, we have a 3-sided, then a 4-sided, then a 5-sided, 6-sided, then a 7-sided. On this Think Smarter, what if the pattern continued? Write an expression to describe the number of sides that the 6th shape has in Marisol's pattern. Well, if she has a 6th shape, and we already know this is a 3-sided, this is 4, this is 5-sided, 6-sided, 7-sided, then this 6th sequence is going to be an 8-sided shape. You are probably seeing this. It doesn't seem too difficult, I don't think. Sahil made a pattern using circles. The first 9 circles are shown. Describe the pattern. If Sahil continues the pattern, what might the next 3 circles be? Well, I have large, medium, small, large, medium, small, large, medium, small. So my next ones would be large, medium, small. And what would the pattern be described as? I can't write it on that line there because I can't write that low, but this is what I would be putting down on that line down there. I would just call it large, medium, small, I guess is how I would describe it. Circle. So pretty much that's it, is just recognizing the pattern and carrying it on. Something you've been doing off and on for the last several years. And, it's just going to keep coming at you every year a little bit, but slowly increasing in complexity a little bit more.